racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Returning it, John Ross. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
Operating from the gun. Flowers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. From the gun on third down. Flowers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
That's good for a
10 yards. Good for a Giant first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Off play action. Flowers. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by the reigning Super Bowl MVP in his 4th year now. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Just 3 weeks of games left in the NFL regular season. What's it going to take for him to win the MVP? What's it going to take?
Whatever it is, if he wants to strengthen that candidacy, no time like the present.
Yeah, and let me tell you what I think. Not only does he have to play the clean game, no picks, things of that nature, he has to have at least one significant play that we'll talk about all next week. That'll really give him a higher profile.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to the 25.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Mahomes going to throw, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receiver?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 84.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Ross to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
49-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Number
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Flowers. He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
New York Giants.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Flowers pass.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 33-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flowers. That one complete to Hill. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mike's 5'9". Man, I got you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Flowers. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 1st down, Flowers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Patrick Mahomes
able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun, Flowers. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Carl Nassib coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30.
Mahomes.
And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down, Brown.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards to pick up there.
2nd and 3 at the
on 2nd down now. It's Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown.
Mahomes
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it. But that one was incomplete.
Face mask. Defense. Oh, no, 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 no.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught.
Mahomes
touchdown, Cleveland.
Travis Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Goal to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And now here's Ross. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Flowers. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
You've always been very good about checking correct. That's the first. Takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down. Flowers gets this one to Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
On 1st and 10, Flowers. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Flowers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Coup now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Mahomes. It's caught left side by John Brown. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, quick slant to Brown. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start in the NFC North. Minnesota playing host to Chicago up at U.S. Bank Stadium. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Green Bay to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. DK Metcalf, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Texans. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side of...
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Demario Davis, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
That's what I do. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
56,
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you. 56, Mike, 56, Mike. 56.
Mahomes now to throw, and that is incomplete here.
Mahomes pass.
He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards.
To throw, it's Mahomes, and he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And this is incomplete.
Mahomes pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do. You get greedy in a good way. The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Man out. Mike, hey, eat. So don't say.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Flowers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Flowers. That'll be caught. Rager with it. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 2. Brings up
from the gun. Flowers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Flowers. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Flowers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come on, QB, come on. Check, 50.
Off play action. Flowers. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check.
From the gun, Flowers, and that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 8. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
The score, Giants 17, Browns 14.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
I got it. By 56, by 56.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 50. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Everyone's
operating from the gun. Flowers.
Here we go.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got him. 36.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Brings up 3rd.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Check 50.
And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Switch.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.